EST. Object details.
Okay, I'm going to try and show you what it looks like between Radegast on your left and Firestorm on your right. I've got an apartment built here, strictly out of Prims, and if you look and see,
Object. 3M. Owned by Spin. Object. 4M. Owned by Spin. Objects. Search grouping. Search filter edit. Blank.
so if you look at it, like everything is just an object, and the screen reader um, is a distraction when you're just trying to find something. So it is useful if you go and name a few
Firestorm
things.
Release X64.
Name things like make this door
D.
door.
O. O. R. Space. A. P. T. Space. 9. F.
Okay. So if you do that, it will help change this to make it more readable. Um, so if we go inside here, we can rename some things. Like let's name this one fireplace.
F. I. R. E. P. L. A. C. E.
Okay, and make this one um,
S. E. A. T. Space.
make this seat
1.
one.
Firestorm Release.
Edit, make this one table.
T. A. B. L. E. Desktop Windows ML Source. Desktop
Edit, make this one C2.
S. E. A. T. Space 2.
Edit,
S. E. A. T. Space 3. Desktop Windows ML Source. S. E. A. T. Space 3. Closes the window.
okay.
Ob,
Now, you see these things
objects.
haven't changed. Um, and I don't know exactly why that's like that. But if we go,
Objects.
yeah,
Object. World. Search grouping. Search filter edit. Blank. World drop down menu.
all right, let's see.
Fly. All.
Tele,
Teleport home.
all right, I'm going to send Roderick here home.
Object. Objects.
And then, and you can see he's seeing all sorts of stuff at home. Uh, what a mess that is. But at least they have names. Now, let me offer him a teleport back. I think
Firestorm Release X64 6.5.3.65658 Spinwolf Darkstone.
oh, it's going to chatter in it. Let me see. How do I do that? Try this one.
Firestorm Release X64 6.5.3.65658 Spinwolf.
Okay, I'm going to offer him a teleport.
Position in, turn, teleport. Sit on, contents.
Okay, now I don't know why, but it's like I have to go away and come back.
Objects.
But now you see that,
Object found. C2, 1M, owned by Spinwolf. Darkstone.
okay,
C, table, 1M, owned by Spinwolf. Darkstone. Fireplace, 5M, owned by Door app 9F, 4M, owned by Spinwolf. Darkstone.
and now,
Objects.
now you see it's a little clearer what is around because you can see names for them. And now what I
Objects.
should
Object.
go,
Object. C3, 2M, owned by Seat 1, 2M, objects.
now it still
Status strip 1.
it still is pretty complicated, but it's much better than having all these objects. Now a lot of these are the objects are the walls in the apartment and the ceiling and the floor and all that stuff. And I could link them all together and make them just um, one thing, or I could go through and say this is the front wall, or the left wall, or all that kind of stuff, um, which might be helpful if they wanted to decorate. But or it might simplify things, if I linked them all together and just called it apartment or apartment first floor or something. Um, but I just wanted to emphasize how important it is to have everything with names, not objects, because the object is just meaningless to someone uh, who has visual issues, who can't see these things, and is having to use a screen reader along with Radegast just to function in Second Life. I'm really amazed how well they do, but you can see you could help if you make sure that when you name something, when you make something, uh, that you change its name to something understandable. And that's really all I had here.
Fires. Volume. Transition.